Because we can create things such as this exploded axonometric view, Revit now allows us to create three-dimensional details in order to better express what our design intent may be. The only thing that we need to do first, whenever we have a 3D thing up on the screen, is to move over here, come down to the little house icon called Locking the 3D View. So if we select on the little house down at the bottom of the screen and click on Save Orientation and Lock View, it's now locked this view so that it can't be easily spun around. You can see that if I try to highlight over the view cube, you notice that none of the corners of the view cube are now being allowed to highlight. That's because all that we can do is zoom in and zoom out to get a better look. This is currently in a locked status so that when it comes time to note this with these two-dimensional things underneath Annotate, they won't have to spin around and try to update themselves in 3D. In this instance, because this view is now locked, I want to show that you can select on the text tool, zoom in a little bit, point at an item, click, and then click again, and then you can specify what that is. And I'm just going to put a really low level of detail about what any of these objects are. If I wanted to put another one of these in here, I could. Once again, using the text command, making sure that I have one of these selected that has an arrow associated with it, clicking again, typing in what I want, and then clicking out in space to finish off that command. If we need to tag these items, we could do that too. We could use these individual tags like the tag by category, where I could click here and then click out. I think that many of these are just going to be either blank or have a question mark in them because I haven't taken the time to actually note what they are. I could do the same thing here with the staircase if I wanted to. We can also use such things as these align dimensions and then start to place align dimensions in. I found that these work better though in elevation views and views like that. I could also do spot elevation tags, clicking on individual things such as this handrail for instance, where we can see just how high off of this level the handrail is. I could click right here. One thing that just happened there is when I selected on this, part of this floor is being hidden. So we need to be careful about that kind of thing. And I'm going to click right where this elevation is at, and then click again. You can zoom in, zoom out, use your dimensioning tools, use your text tools, even use your tags to begin to tag and further develop details which are drawn from the three-dimensional components that were originally modeled in that Revit environment.